welcome back to my channel. My name's Melissa Jones for those that are new here, and today I am filming my 28-week twin pregnancy update. So there's not a ton to talk about. If you watched my last video, most of you know that I was put on bed rest because my cervix started to shorten at my last ultrasound. They detected that it went from a 4 centimeter length to a, well, they used the term funneling cervix, which meant that it started going from a 2.7 to a 2.1 as they were measuring.
Hello.
Do you want to say hi to the camera? We're gonna film with my daughter here today because my mom, who's been staying with us Monday to Friday since this bed rest, has a doctor's appointment. So she had to step out, and of course, this is the time I decided to film. So Isla, do you want to come say hi? She's gonna be playing in the background and making noise, I'm sure. So anyway, this funneling cervix went down to a 2.1, and so although both OBs that I saw and the midwife all said there's not much you can do for the cervix, they put me on the progesterone suppositories, and then although they said bed rest isn't necessarily proven in any research to keep the babies in longer, they also, all three of them, said that it is the one thing,
Hello, Mama.
Hi, it is the one thing that they know at least takes the weight and pressure off of the cervix. And so they think that that's usually what causes it to start shortening in the first place. So I am to be on my back as much as possible. Okay, honey, come and say hi to the camera. I'm not supposed to lift you, but say hi.
Hi, this is Didi.
What are you gonna say? Are you gonna say hi? Yeah, you got water all over your face. Okay, stop being silly. Say bye to the camera.
Bye, camera.
Okay. So, anyway, with that being said, bed rest has been very boring, and the back pain for the first 3 days of doing it, I don't know if it was because they gave me the steroid shot to develop the Celestone, to develop the baby's lungs, or if that was just coincidence, but my back, my lower back especially, was just a dull ache, super painful, very uncomfortable. I was constantly tossing and turning, so that's sort of gone down in the last few days. I don't know if I'm just used to the bed rest now, or if it did have something to do with that steroid shot or not, but anyway, that's been one of my big symptoms that I noticed this week, as well as Charlie horses in the legs. I mean, those have been on and off for the past few weeks now. So you just have to sort of flex your feet to release that, otherwise it's super painful and it just comes on, usually in the middle of the night. Wakes you right up from the dead of a sleep if it does happen. Thanks for the Play-Doh, honey. I don't need it. So that's not fun. And then the shortness of breath, and then the dizziness. Those are the three main symptoms that I have noticed happening in week 28. I find if I'm on my back too much and the babies are, you know, putting pressure on my spine, I'll just all of a sudden start to get like an increased heart rate, and I get really hot, and then almost as if like I'm about to pass out if I don't like move so that the babies take that pressure off my spine. So I think it's probably related to that and the circulation, but those are really the only three symptoms I've had this week that are newer, and the doctors still want me to be doing the least amount possible. My OB basically said he doesn't think that the cervix will lengthen at this point, even with the progesterone suppositories. That's just a preventative thing, and if it works, to just sort of stop it from shortening even more, hopefully. We don't have another ultrasound until February 14th, so we won't find out for another week and a half or so if the cervix has shortened any more. So the last they measured was a 2.1 centimeter. Anything below 2 is really scary, but at the same time he also said there's nothing that they'll do, even if it goes below 1, let's say, unless I start to have contractions and dilation and go into labor. So unless any of that happens, which it hasn't so far, thank goodness, then we would have to go straight to the hospital where they would give me medications to stop the contractions at the hospital. So at this point it's sort of a waiting game, and laying and keeping the babies in as long as possible is all that they have told me to do, apart from the progesterone suppositories nightly. So that's sort of where we're at there. He checked the baby's heart rates and the fundal height, and everything's basically all still measuring the same. I gained 2 pounds since my last appointment with him, but I'm still around the 142 mark. And I measured my belly for the first time all the way around as opposed to the fundal height, and it was measuring 38 inches. So I didn't do this right from the beginning of the pregnancy, so I don't know where it was to begin with, but we're going to sort of try and track how big it gets. Hi, honey. We're on camera. Say hi. Anyways, so that is this week's update, and I'm going to give you all a view of the belly bump, and then I have another appointment with my midwife and OB the day before my ultrasound. So other than that, I am just, hi honey, I am just doing a lot of laying around, and had lots of visitors, which is nice. My mom's been living here basically Monday to Friday because I can't lift her, and they don't want me cooking or cleaning or anything. And then my husband takes over when he comes home from work. So we'll have lots of visitors, hopefully continuing to come keep me company because I am super bored. But anyway, it's all been good. It could be a lot worse, so we are thankful that that this is the only thing that's happened so far. And if it means bed rest to keep these babies in till the end of the time that they need to be in, then we will do that. So, all right. That smells so good. So we'll see you all in my next video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to follow us on this journey. Thank you so much. So this is the baby bump from the front and the side. So we still are not going to find out the gender of the babies. Twin A's on the right, twin B's on the left. As far as we still know, baby A is head down and baby B is breech. So hopefully that doesn't change, because that still means I can do a vaginal birth when we go into labor. But otherwise things are going well, and so we will keep you posted on the next update. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Say bye.